Yo, guys, this is Chris Blair. I'm sitting out here in beautiful Kyoto. I actually want to turn my camera around here for a second and show you guys this. I often shoot videos here. This is an incredible place. I absolutely love this. This is my favorite river in Kyoto. Actually in Japan, period. I mean, it's so quiet and tranquil and beautiful, and people are always out here drinking, hanging out. I come here when I'm in Kyoto almost every single day. Not every day, but close to. I would say 5 to 6 times a week. And I'm just here and I'm thinking about something that I posted on my fan page, not my fan page, my timeline here 2 days ago. If you saw it, you saw it, and I think you understand where I'm referring to. But let some people gather here online. Before I get into the details, just cheers. I'm having a beer by the river like I always do this time of night. Finish work around 4 or 5 o'clock, and I just come to the river and I just hang out here for a while. And then I'll often go back and eat dinner and do a little bit more work, or I'll just stay out all night, or not all night, but till like midnight, depending on the day, what's going on. Sometimes I go back and eat and work. Sometimes I just go out and I spend the entire evening out. Okay, but anyway, so I'm doing my usual thing. I finished work around 4:30. I came over to the river, and now that we got enough people on, I want to talk about something here, guys. We are reaching a situation where drop shippers may be fucked. And I know that's a strong word, but this is potentially serious, okay, for drop shippers. This is a potential disaster, business ruining thing, okay? Especially if you're advertising your dropship business on Facebook and you're a newer business. If you're an older business, that's a different story. They're giving more leeway to those. Okay, let's talk about that. So you guys may have heard of the Facebook feedback score. Okay, the Facebook feedback score is a really key thing. Okay, I mean mine, because I do 100% print on demand business, is always 4.5 or higher. I've never gone below 4.5. But Facebook, what happens when someone buys for your pixel, right? They survey those people, right? Because they can track that through the pixel, and they ask for feedback. Because Facebook wants only good sellers advertising on their platform. They don't want scammers. They don't want bad platforms advertising on their platform. So they survey them, okay, and they'll ask them about the experience on your store. The wind's blowing my hair all over the place. I'll just leave it. And they'll ask questions about, various questions about how was your experience? How was the quality item? How was customer service? How was delivery? Okay. You guys notice the nice cut on my finger. I cut my finger really bad the other day. It bled for a long time. It was a serious cut. In fact, one of the worst cuts I've ever had in my entire life. Anyway, so they're serving that, okay? And so how does this affect dropshipping? Well, previously up till now, okay? So if your score dropped below 1, they would stop you from advertising. They'd ban you from advertising, okay? And if it dropped below 2, then they would put you in penalty, so you pay more for your ads, but you could still have a chance to get that back. Now, starting September 29th, okay, they're going to ban stores and sites, fan pages that drop below 2 that are less than a year old. Just think about how huge that is. And now you're probably saying, well, how much is that going to affect me? Guys, I've been doing coaching and training for a long time, okay? And I've had dropship stores, I've had print-on-demand stores. And I can tell you right now, advertising on Facebook, there is not a dropship store out there that I'm aware of, right? Even if they're using good suppliers, that have a higher score than 3.0. I've never seen it. Never seen it. It might exist, but I've never seen it, okay? Typical dropship stores hovering around 2.5, okay? I've had coaches I've worked with whose store has dropped below, because guys, no matter how hard you try, it's really difficult to find great suppliers who are consistently shipping and to avoid all those problems. So, I mean, it's possible. You got to work with an agent, you got to vet your suppliers, you got to work with an exclusive amount of suppliers, and all sorts of things you can do. Right, so those are solutions, right? You can find a agent, right, that will help you vet your suppliers you're working with, right? So you can guarantee faster shipping, and you can guarantee better quality. But here's the reality: fast shipping from China is at least 2 weeks, and that's the minimum. In extreme cases, if using like DHL, maybe you can get down to 12, okay? But still, the customer's already waiting way beyond what they would expect, okay? 2 weeks is typically the acceptable range, so they're literally waiting almost 3 weeks. And now, fortunately for advertisers, right, there are a lot of people who realize stuff's coming from China and it does it transparent on their website, then that can help. So here's what I suggest you do. If you're drop shipping, right, okay, the odds are your score, your feedback score is going to be 2.5 or lower. So you're going to be at that threshold, and it's very likely you go below it. I know many dropship stores. Many. I've had people reach out to me all the time, say, Chris, I've been dropshipping from China, and my score is 1.8, and I'm in penalty. Well, now 1.8 is not penalty; it's banning. It's outright banning of your business if you're a newer site. So there's a couple things you should do. Number one, you should be very transparent on your sales page about the shipping times. It's going to take about 3 weeks coming from China. Is this going to hurt your sales in the anti-China wave that we're facing? Absolutely. But you got two choices here. Lose your business or lose a few customers. You choose. I would choose the latter. I would choose to lose a few customers rather than lose my business. Okay? Think about long-term profitability rather than short-term profits now. Number two, be a lot stronger about vetting your suppliers. Now, I understand when you just start testing something from China, so 1 or 2 products, you get them up. But once you get to like 5 sales on a certain product, you need to seriously reach out and contact a supplier, contact an agent, and find out if you can source the exact same thing to something that's reliable. Okay? Make sure, ask them how fast they're shipping. Check the shipping times. Make sure they're shipping quickly. Okay? Vet the supplier. Do your due diligence. It's really, really critical in this environment. I guarantee you there's going to be hundreds, if not thousands, of Shopify stores banned on Facebook because they're because of social from China. Okay? Email your customers when they buy. In the email, be very transparent about the shipping time. And I would say to them, look, hey, our shipping time is coming from China. It's 2 weeks at the fastest, usually up to 3 weeks. If we want to treat our customers right. If you feel you can't wait for this, then let us know, and we will arrange for a refund and cancel a refund. Okay? I would actually cool down because guys, Facebook's getting really fucking serious about this feedback score, and you could screw your entire business. So you're much better off losing the sale than losing your business. Okay? And number 3, and this is the one I recommend the most. Just forget about dropshipping. Just forget about it. There's so many things you can sell print on demand these days. It's unbelievable. The amount of products that you can sell print on demand these days is unreal. It's insane. And working with a guy like me, or there's a couple other good print on demand people I think you do a good job of teaching, right? Working with me or working with one of them, you can get results. And the thing about print on demand is my delivery time is averaging a week, 6 or 7 days. And sometimes less. And that's why my feedback score is always high. It's always high. I've never had any risk of losing on all my sites. I have 2, all right? So I suggest you change the POD. And if you're interested in changing the print on demand, by the way, I've helped dropshippers too. I have a lot of experience with dropshipping. I've helped dropshippers too. But if you're interested in either print on demand or dropshipping, and you want my expertise that can save you a lot of time and trouble and lost opportunity and lost money from mistakes, private message me about my mastermind and my coaching program. And we'll see you in the next video. Here. There's a couple things. With the unprecedented demand that's coming on the shipping companies, the 2 weeks will easily become 3 weeks or more. Yeah, exactly. Paul made a point. As sales happen more and more during Q4, the shipping companies are not going to be able to handle the demand. And the shipping times are going to get longer and longer. I mean, guys, this change from going to 1 to 2 is enormous. I mean, it's about a 20% difference, right? And drop shippers are going to be fucked. I mean, fucked. I know I'm really being swearing a lot, but I'm telling you, drop shippers are fucked. They really are. Unless you do the things that I talked about today. And I really suggest you just forget about drop shipping and do print on demand. It's just so much better. You can build a long-term brand with that. Cheers, and we'll see you in the next video. This was Chris.